Hello everyone, it's Enoch, and I'm back now. I know it's been a while, but now I'm back with a review of basically Cardfight, Vanguard Overdress, new start decks, three start decks. For now, this year to commemorate Cardfight Vanguard's 10th anniversary, they have a new anime season. They released the first episode, and with that, they've already released a whole new line of characters, a whole new line of mechanics. Things have changed a lot. So yeah, if you haven't played Vanguard before, I highly recommend you to get one of these decks. Is already full built, constructed, and it's very cheap. It's only costs around 15 ringgit. So if you can probably get your hands on one of this, it'll be great. All of them have unique play styles. All of them have unique arts. It's actually quite cool. So if you can get your hands on them, I highly recommend you to get. But yeah. So so to commemorate Cardfight Vanguard's 10th anniversary, they already have this new anime series to go along with it. In the anime series, 3,000 years have passed, not in the human sense, but in the sense of the Cardfight Vanguard lore. So if you Vanguard fans, if you understand Vanguard lores, these are basically units that existed 3,000 years later. Times have changed. There's no more clan system anymore, so it means that there will be no more there's no more Gold Paladin, Royal Paladin. There's no more Kagero. All of them have been condensed into one single nations. So there's been 5 nations so far. You have Dragon Empire, you have Dark States, you have Keter Sanjari, you have Stokea, and you have Brandgate. Magalanica is not Magalanica, sorry, Bermuda Triangle is gonna get their own nation. So technically in the game there will have 6, but in the anime we only are shown 5 of these nations so far. So I think it's quite easy for everyone to get their clans, their so-called nation support. Now you don't have to play clans anymore, which is fine. I like it. But yeah, it's quite cool. So to celebrate this, now they have released a whole lot of start decks to start everyone off in a nice way. Now I'm gonna introduce you to these start decks as well. So let's start with Kondo Yu. He is the protagonist of the new Cardfight Vanguard series, and he's playing the nation of Dragon Empire. Nothing has changed since then from that 3,000 years period. So you can see his avatar, you can see his character over here. You have the not Dark State, sorry, you have the Dragon Empire logo over here. There will be a new trigger, which I'm going to explain later on. You have the card list. You want to scan the QR code, go ahead. And yeah, so there's that. So I'm just going to open it for now. I already pre-opened this just so that I can just show you the box stuff. So each of these clans is going to come with one playmat, and that's it. No instructions whatsoever, which is weird, but I kind of don't like it in a sense. But yeah, this is the playmats. You have the Overdress logo over here. You have the 5 triggers. No stand triggers this time, which is quite sad, but hey, times change, move on. Nothing much as well, just the standard Vanguard playmat. Nothing on the back, not like the last time when we get some descriptions of product placement during the V era and the G era decks. So yeah, without further ado, I'm just gonna open them. Right, so okay, so this is going to be the Dragon Empire. So we have to start off with the avatar of this deck, Nirvana. Act phase, discard 1 card, and then choose 1 grade 0 from your I think from your drop zone, and then you can call it to the rearguard circle. And when this unit attacks a Vanguard, count them +1. In this turn, all of your units in the Overdress state gets 10,000 power. I'm gonna explain Overdress mechanic soon. Alright. Yeah, so there's that. 4 of each copies, and each of these first grade 3, grade 2, and grade 1 are all chain rights, meaning that there will be a specific right cards that you have to write in order for you to gain the full effect as such, right? So you have the grade 3s and then you have the grade 2. Okay, I think I have the grade 2 on here. I don't know if you can see this. Grade 2, when this unit is ridden by Nirvana, you may Soul Blast 1 and choose. Oh, wait, no. When this unit is ridden by. Yeah, I think it's Nirvana. Yeah, Nirvana. And the Soul Blast 1, and then you can choose one, search your deck for one Nirvana, and put it to your hand and shuffle your deck. And this unit plus, when Vanguard Rearguard skill, when she attacks, she plus 2k, which is nice. Which is nice as well. You have the grade 1s over here. When this unit is ridden by the grade 2, you may search your deck for a Trickster and find and call it to your rearguard and shuffle your deck. Vanguard Rearguard skill, when this unit attacks, plus another 2k, 10k attacker, quite nice as well. And what's really cool about all of these nations is that all of their first major artworks their artworks can collide with each other, which I'm gonna show you, and you can already see it's already linking. This is a starter. So this is a starter. When this unit is ridden upon, you may draw one card. Pretty standard over here. The grade 3, which is basically a 12k attacker on your rearguard circle. And now you have the grade 2s. Quite nice. Virena, if I'm not mistaken. This is the Overdress mechanic, if you can see this. And yeah, when this unit attacks the Vanguard, he plus 10k, and then Soul plus 2, retire one of your rearguards. I'm gonna explain Overdress later on. Yeah, and that's that. Oh yeah, wait. I haven't explained the this icon over here. This icon is called Persona, right? Which means that if you write a Vanguard of your same name, kind of like Break Right, but with the same name. So it means that if your Vanguard is already this grade 3 and then you write it, and then he gets and then if you write the same name, you get that effect. So I think it's plus 10k if I'm not mistaken. All of your units plus front row units plus 10k if I'm not mistaken. How that works? Yeah. So you have the 8k vanilla attackers. I'm not gonna. Okay, nothing much. 4 perfect guards, 4 Kanzen guards. Every one of them should. Every deck we're gonna get one of these. And 4 tricksters, which is basically your opponent cannot choose effects on this card. Quite nice. It's quite cute. I like it. Alright, 4 of that. And 1 over trigger. All of the start decks is going to have 1 over triggers. So basically, in this new line of a new series is going to have one each is going to introduce one new trigger. This is called the Over Trigger. It has the trigger power of 100 million. Yes, that's a lot. In addition, and has a 50k shield. So in addition, for you to when you drive check or when you damage check this this trigger, he gets choose one of your units, and then the Vanguard gets, or preferably that unit gets 100 million power, and then it has additional effect. For this additional effect, it gets one. You choose another unit, and then I think you can choose another unit. It can be the same unit, and then add another 100 million. In the new booster soon, each of these nations is going to have their own over triggers, but but the rule is that over triggers, you can only put one over trigger due to how massive this power is, right? So you can only put one of over trigger in your deck. So Dragon Empire is going to be a restander. I don't remember which nation that, but they can get an additional crit and something like that. It's heavy. It has a lot of special effects, but this is going to be the most basic one in all the start decks that you're going to look through later on. So yeah, pretty cool. I like the rainbow design on it. So yeah, there's that. 1 over trigger, 4 critical triggers. 4 critical triggers. Okay, I think the art can be, yeah. The art links, which is nice. 4 draw triggers. 3 front triggers. Front triggers this time is going to apply to all nations. Back then it was only for Axel decks. Now not anymore. All of these decks are going to have front triggers, right? Okay, and then you have basically four heal triggers, and then you can see the art connects together, which is nice. The full art looks amazing. Due to all these borderlines, you can't see the full majestic of it. It's quite nice as well. 4 heal triggers, and basically all of these decks is going to come with normal orders, right? Or normal orders is basically you can only play this during once per turn. During your turn, counter +1, and then choose one of your units plus 5k, and you can choose Nirvana from your drop zone and put it to your hand, which is nice. So that's basically all of the Dragon Empire you use deck, right? So there's that. So basically all of these decks is already quite quote unquote full builds, because last time they only have 2 Kanzen guards, 2 full triggers, and that's that. But in addition to this, they already have introduced a quote unquote new mechanic, which is they have a right deck, which I'm gonna explain later on how it works. So without further ado, I'm now done with Dragon Empire. I'm gonna move on to Dark States. Okay, so here we go. This is Dark States. This is Momoyama Danji. He is going to play Dark States, which is back then it was known as Dark Zone. You have Gear Chronicle, Pale Moon, Dark Irregulars, and what's the one more clan? Besides Dark Irregulars, Pale Moon, Dark Irregulars, Gear Chronicle. Oh damn, I forgot my clans already. Hold up, let me remember this. One more clip. But basically a card list, the Dark States, and Sprite Brothers, of course. Sprite Brothers, how can I forget that? This is basically Sprite Brothers. Oh my god, okay, I forgot. Okay, now same playmat, nothing special. Just gonna open this up. Alright, move that aside. Okay, this is Violent Bruce, Diabolos, Violent Bruce. I'm just gonna slowly take this off a bit. Yeah. So basically, Dark States mechanic is called Final Rush, which basically means that you can power up all of your rear guards, or basically you can have a lot of power ups issues, right? With this deck, so it's quite fun with him. So when at the beginning of your right phase, you may have your units in the Final Rush, right? It's kind of like Charge in a sense, but with more powers and stuff. When this unit attacks, if this unit is in Final Rush, you may Soul Blast 5, and you may stun all of your front row rear guards. Pretty strong, pretty cool, and all that stuff. And you have the Diabolos Anger Richard. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, choose one rear guard and put to your soul, and you may draw 1 card. And rear guard skill continuous. When this unit is in Final Rush, he gets 5k power, basically a 15k attacker. And I'm gonna line up the art for this one because I think it's pretty cool. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, now this is the great one. Diabolos. Hold up. Oh, okay, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, this is Diabolos Batsutepu. I don't know how to pronounce this name in English, but basically when this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, you may choose 1 card from your soul and put it on your middle rearguard circle, and then you may soul charge 1. And then during the rearguard continuous effect, when this unit is in Final Rush, he gets 5k power, so basically a 5k attacker or 5k booster. So this is the starter, Diabolos Mat, Diabolos Innocent Mat, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he's going there. So you have this Time Colossus. I don't remember his full name, but basically you already see the Spike Brothers here, and now you have the Gear Chronicles here. So basically, when this unit is placed on rearguard circle, you may soul charge 1, and if this unit is in Final Rush, you may counter blast 1. If you do, he gets a 15k attacker, so you automatically is a 28 attacker, which is quite nice. Really strong itself. You already have statics of Gear and Spike Brothers already. 10k vanilla attacker, not much, but basically it's a Dark Irregular vibe. And then you have another Gear static over here. Jim Gunner Burote. I don't remember his English name, but it's okay. When this unit is placed on Guardian Circle, counter +1, then during this battle he gets a 5k shield. So he's a 10k shield plus an intercept, I think. I think it's a 5k shield, 10k shield when you place on hand. So nothing special. I think with the new booster coming out, I think they're going to easily be replaced. Acrobat Presenter. This is basically going to be a Palmoon aesthetic. When this unit boosts or attacks, if your Vanguard is Violent Boost, you may Soul Charge one, and then if this is in Final Rush mode, you may Soul Charge one again. So pretty cool. Can help you charge on with his works with his skill, Soul Blast 5, and then just stand the front 2 front row rear guards, and also that 4 perfect guards as well, 1 over trigger as usual, 1 critical trigger, and 4 draw triggers, 3 front triggers, and 4 heal triggers. So basically you can see the full art of these guys. Quite beautiful, I love it. Yeah, there's that. And then for the normal orders of this card, it's going to be you just throw it in the order zone, and then you may soul charge 2. Pretty nice. Nothing special, but it's quite nice. So yeah, that's all for Dark States. This is very going to be a power centric deck. Can restand. Personally, if you ask me, I might have to opt with Dark States because Gear Chronicle, my main clan, my main deck, I'm gonna have to start with Dark States for now, right? So yeah, I think that's all for Dark States. And without further ado, I'm gonna move on to Touya's deck, which is Keter Century. Alright, so this is Keter Century, and this is Ebata Touya. So he's going to be one of the main characters in Overdress. Basically, this is Keter Century is basically just United Sanctuary, just rename it. Yeah, so there's that. You have the flavor text whatsoever. You can see his character, the Keter Century logo here, the card list, QR code if you want to. Just gonna open it up. Alright, so there's that. Playmat, nothing as much. Alright, pull this out. Alright, you be gone, I don't need you. Right, cool. I'm just gonna pull it out slowly. Keter Century is interesting because basically, from this deck alone, it's basically has the playstyle around Great Trees. Low-key Morikawa, I know. Yeah, but there's that. Now you have basically, you have Bastion, okay. And during our turn continuous, all of your grade 3 units plus 2k, and then when you're once per turn, when you drive check a grade 3, you may discard 1 card. If you do, stand 1 of your units, and then that turn plus 10k, which is quite cool. Not as he can stand, but not as much as Dark States. So you have Bastion over here, and you have the grade 2 over here. When it is ridden by Bastion, you may reveal a grade 3 from your hand. Oh, yeah, you may reveal a grade 3 from your hand and draw 1 card. During your turn, if your grade 3 units is 3 or more, he gets boost, which is great, and then he gets a 5k. Right, so it's a 5k booster, which is quite nice. You can see the linking out over here, and then you have the great ones as well. Okay, you have Futo. Yeah, and then when this unit is ridden by the grade 2, you may reveal 2 grade 3s from your hand, and then choose 1 card from. Reveal the top card of your deck, and if it's a unit card, then you may call it a rear guard. If not, you can put it in the drop zone. And once per turn, Counter Blast 1, you execute. You choose 1 of your grade 3 Vanguards plus 5k, so basically you just power up your Vanguard, which is quite nice. I like it. This is going to be a starter. Base I don't remember how his name is. So yeah, there's that. I like that art. Grade 3s for this one. Rafuku. I'm not sure as well, but he's basically is an axe skill. Put to soul, choose 1 of your grade 3 rear guards, I guess, and then plus 10k power, which is nice. And then 4 more grade 3s. Like I said, this is pure on Morikawa deck. Morikawa deck, because you have a lot of grade 3s. Morikawa would love to play this deck. Alright. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, you counter plus 1 plus a 5k, 18k attacker, quite nice. And then you have the basically vanilla grade ones, 8k power, And then you have two of these. Soul Blast 2 Act Phase. Soul Blast 2 during your turn, this unit plus 5k, which is going to be a 13k attacker or 13k booster, depending on how you place him. 4 Guns and Guts, pretty nice. 1 over trigger. 4 critical triggers as usual. Same lineup. 4 draw triggers as usual. 3 front triggers. And 4 Q triggers. So you can see how the art lines up. Really nice. I love it. Quite nice. And for the order cards of this deck, it's going to be Counter Blast 2, Draw 2, and choose one of your units plus 15k. Plus 5k, so not 15k. Quite nice. So it's also a great tree. So basically in this deck, you already have 8. You have 8, 12, 15 great trees, which is quite a lot for a deck. Yeah, so this is basically going to be this is going to be a great tree centric deck. It's going to have some sort of superior calling and power ups, which is quite nice. So this is going to be all Catter Century stuff. So basically, overall, in my opinion, I'm glad they have I'm glad they already have condensed all the clans into one single nation so that we don't have to wait for releases of clans year by year again. But also I'm going to show you some comparisons to how is it going to be different from the previous era decks. So if you haven't played Vanguard before, basically they already have what you call if you can I'm gonna do a comparison. This is a V era deck, this is a G era card deck, sorry, this is a G era cards. You can see the fonts are smaller as well. It's not as great as before. You can see how the fonts are drastically reduced, but I think I like I'm still stuck with this kind of stuff, but basically they just want to make you appreciate the artwork more, so I can dig it, I understand it. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, G era cards, V era cards, and then you have the D era cards, which is quite nice, in a sense that I already love it, in a sense, even though it's small, but I felt like people can appreciate the art even better. Yeah, so overall thoughts on all of these 3 start decks as a whole. I'm quite excited to see what Bushiroad is going to pull off with all of these new nations and new card decks. I think it's an interesting concept, so I want to see what other things and what other mechanics they can incorporate into the game itself. So yeah, if you haven't started playing Vanguard, or if you already been away from Vanguard for a long time, if you want to start fresh with a new era, I highly recommend you to get one of these start decks. So without further ado, I think I can just end the video here, and if I will update you with 2 more nation decks in the next week also. Yeah, so this has been Enoch. I hope you enjoyed this review, and thank you so much. We'll see you next time.